Previously on Morrowind, I mentioned in a previous entry how amazing it was to see a living, breathing sea elf in the flesh, but then I met Kuran, a friendly, intelligent, and hulking minotaur who traveled with his itinerant priest companion, Ayleid, after rescuing Kuran from a group of necromancers who possibly sought to turn him into a barrow guard of their own. The two of them slowly made their way back to Anvil. Ayleid and Kuran ultimately sought to settle down somewhere in Anvil, serving one of the many temples. I did everything I could to assist them, including retrieving a Vala stone for Ayleid. Despite my best efforts to endear the two to the local Debellion temple, the two wound up serving the local temple of Kinnereth, who place a particular emphasis on the god's firstborn son, Morehouse, the supposed ancestor of the Minotaur. It seems we all have a place in this world, and mine is to help the people of Tamriel.
Hello, and welcome back to some more Morrowind, Project Cyrodiil with Valdryn Celis. I was just chilling with my two Varla stones and my nice portrait of a very nice man. So today we are going to potentially be finishing the Itinerant Priests. I think we have one set of quests left to do, so that's exciting. Also, I remembered, yeah, there's our orc skull that we got last time. I put it up here. I also remembered that we got two items last time that I never actually showed off. We got the Shoes of the Humble Burden Bearing, which fortifies your fatigue and gives you feather. We'll wear them. Why not? Can't actually see them with the robe. There you go. And then we also got the Traveler's Walking Stick. This is actually really, really good. It fortifies your speed, your acrobatics, and gives you permanent water breathing. This would have been amazing in the Drew Hive. Like, I don't know. Like, this is one of my favorite magic items, I think. Oh, she could actually use it as a walking stick. That'd be sick. So I already hotkeyed it because we're going to be using this all the time when we're traveling. I might make this like a permanent fixture of our inventory. I like that extra movement speed and the extra jump, of course, because I'm addicted to jumping. But yeah, we are headed to, I believe, the final Itinerant Priest quest giver, who's somewhere in Brina Cross. I think I ran into her at some point. I feel like she's in the temple. Let's go inside and find out. No, you're not one of them, but you are a merchant. Itinerant Priests, are you helping out Alyssa over at Crossing Inn then? It's good to have a couple members of your order in town. Okay, so she's actually at the Crossing Inn, which is right here. Is it you? Yes, it is. All right, let's mark this. And let's get rid of the old one we had. Don't need to be going to Gosha Inn anymore, at least not for the moment. It's good to see an actual member of the faith around these parts, although I confess, you haven't caught me at my best. I've had a hard few months. I have works to attend here in Brina Cross, but perhaps you might join me on a quick excursion. Sure, what kind of works do you have? I have unfinished works here in Brina Cross, but I was hoping to excuse myself and make an offering to Arkay at the shrine nearby. Some fresh air might do me good. All right. I feel like I need to put the last season of my life behind me. A walk in prayer would do me some good. Would you join me? Before we go, though, we should prepare an offering. If you could find some salt, nightshade, and sweet wine around town, that would be excellent. Let me know when you have the offerings. Okay, salt, nightshade, sweet wine. You probably have the sweet wine and the salt. Doubt you have nightshade unless you're just a shady, shady man. Okay, there we go, nightshade. Perfect.
Tidings.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Let's head back. All
Whatever
right, we got the
you want.
offerings.
Within reason.
Are you ready to help me make an offering to Arkay? Yep. Do you have the offerings? Yes. Wonderful. We can get there by taking the road out of town north and then head west towards Such. It's on the hill by the toll house. Oh, and I should warn you about something. When I last passed through, the toll house keeper mentioned that shady folk had been seen near the way shrine. Stendar grant us luck that we won't run into them. We probably will. But we should probably keep our guard up. Let's try and avoid any violence unless absolutely necessary, though. Are you ready to travel together? Yeah, let's go. I do have my walking stick, though, ladies, so you're going to have to keep up here.
Go ahead.
Dang, look how fast we are, and she's
You
stuck
seem
on
like
the side.
very good
There you
company.
go, you figured it out. All right, so such is supposed to be over here, so we need to head northwest, is my guess. You keeping up pretty well? Seems like it. Near the border, so it's got to be right up there. This quest would make a little bit more sense geographically if you could actually go to such, because then you would know the direction. I know it's above us, but, you know, it's a pretty wide area above us. So this is like the border crossing.
You seem worthy of my knowledge.
Move along. I'm watching for merchant carts and carriages that need to pay tolls. Okay, so that is the toll gate. I guess he doesn't care about these shady looking people that are supposedly right over here. It's like, not my business.
I have the
You're really gonna fight me? Jeez. I was gonna talk to you guys. Hey, we gotta make sure we don't hit her. Yeah, we'll like kill her. It's good to be in the countryside again. Yeah, I guess so. Nothing like a little murder to bring you closer to Arkay. Ah, we made it. Let's take a moment to make the offering to Arkay. It's regrettable that we had to resort to violence, but I'm glad we're both safe now. Though now I'm standing here and I've made the offering, I still feel just as uncertain about what to do next. Ever since my old mentor died, I felt so lost. All I have are questions, but no one I turn to has the answers. And just when I thought someone had the answers, well, they didn't. Just thinking about it makes me embarrassed. I just want to bury the past and start over again. I think I need some more time to reflect. I'll make my own way back to the inn and bring across. You have any more works? Okay. Should probably... We'll teleport back when we teleport back. Yep, hello. Hello again, Valdryn. I have something to ask of you. I need you to speak to a new member of the faith about their proselyting. Briva Rondas, a Dunmer member of the Imperial cult, has just arrived from Morrowind and is loudly preaching to anyone who's nearby. Who does she think she is, acting like she can just show up in town expecting that everyone will trust her? Maybe that kind of talk works in Morrowind, but here in Cyrodiil she'd better tone it down. Last I've heard, she's moved into an apartment above the Anvil Baths in Little Orenthia's district. I ask you to speak to her for me and tell her to stop proselyting. Yeah, I feel like I read something about that's why there's not like an Imperial cult faction here, because it doesn't make sense, right? Because everyone in Cyrodiil pretty much believes in the Nine Divines already, so why would you need
Greetings to you.
missionaries here, you know? Doesn't make a lot of sense. That's why you get the Itinerant Priests, who are more of like adventurer, priest, monk characters who go around doing good work. We need to go into the bathhouse. I guess she's just upstairs somewhere.
I'm not busy now. What do you need?
We could ask someone. No, we cannot. All right, screw you. Arena Fontina. No. No. Briva Rondis. Hey.
Do you have something to say, Outlander?
She looks like someone from Morrowind wearing that. Ah, you must be one of these itinerant priests I've heard so much about. Are you here to help me so I can set off on my mission to Valenwood? Yes, but first you need to stop preaching. People don't like it. Well, when you know the truth, you need to speak it. But I may have been a touch overzealous. In my haste to spread the word of the Nine, I seem to have gotten myself in a bit of a bind. In preparation for an expedition to Valenwood, I accepted a loan from Lucia, a pawnbroker. I haven't even left yet, and she's charging me a ludicrous sum just in interest. Will you help me break the contract? Yeah. Thank you for helping me. After I signed the contract, Lucia kept it in her pawn shop just across from Torio Tolanius's apothecary. Please bring it back here. Zenithar blesses an astute merchant, but surely he frowns on usury. We gave Luska a chance, and she abuses it by making people pay ridiculous interest on their loans. Should have thrown you in jail, lady.
This is a wondrous encounter.
Yeah, you
Welcome.
here to put something up, or are you here to buy? Contract. Saving souls is an expensive endeavor. She's lucky that anyone would lend her the funds she needs, but she's doing us savages such a service by taking it on herself to go preach in Valenwood. Zian insists I repay her in kind. I gave her rates as generous to her as the generosity she's showing my people. If you like, though, I'm open to selling you her contract. Then you could cancel it if you want. But I'd need you to pay its full value. Plus a small processing fee, of course. Who's Zen? Zen is the god of toil and payment in kind. He helps us in the fields and in the shop. There aren't many of us here in Cyrodiil who still pray to Zen, but I assure you he listens. I haven't had a lover cross me yet who hasn't seen fit to repay in kind. Oh. Did she try and talk your ear off too? Zenithar this and Zenithar that. Like she thinks we need the help of an Ephedi? God like Zenithar when Zen is here to aid us in our toils. So is it something I just bought? Oh, yeah, there it is. 700 gold. And she'll sell it to me for 500. That seems like a good deal to me. Sweet. A pleasure doing business with you both. I'll pray that more members of the Imperial faiths choose to grace my humble shop.
I've got a few.
Yeah. Always a Bosmer, man. Every episode, there's a Bosmer being a scumbag. Hey, have you managed to absolve me of that vile contract? Yep. Do you have the contract? Lucia kept it in her pawn shop here in Little Orenthia. Yeah. I guess you probably could have stole it from her. It's probably lying around somewhere. But we're a good person. We don't steal stuff. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Please take this charm. It's a relic from my past life in Morrowind that I accidentally packed. Superstitious trinkets will do neither of us any good, but maybe you could pawn it off for some extra gold. Just don't expect a fair price if you go back to Lucia's. I should give me a ghost charm. Probably someone's a ghost, huh? Yep.
Welcome, friend.
Yeah, we'll probably sell it. I think we actually have one of those already. So let's head back to Breda Cross. Did you speak with Briva yet? Yep. I admit, I wasn't as fair towards Briva as I should have been. I've been projecting my feelings about someone else onto her. A few months ago, I met someone who seemed like they had all the answers. They were so confident. They always knew what to say. I thought I had found someone that could take my mentor's place. But I was mistaken. After taking the last of the little gold I hadn't already given them, they disappeared. I'd been taken for a fool, and now I don't even have anything to reward you with. It's fine. There's a perplexing phrase that my old mentor used to repeat, which I can't stop thinking about. Could you help me figure out its meaning? My old mentor used to tell me about weaving a pathway to redemption through sin. I would always ask him what it meant, but he would never tell me. He just said I would figure it out when I was ready. Well, I still haven't figured it out, and it's driving me mad. Maybe another priest might have some insight about what he meant. Could you ask Embrilvius Nyrondus about it? He's a priest of Stendar at Fort Heath. I've met him once, and he seemed like a knowledgeable fellow. Maybe he would have a lead. Okay. Fort Heath. Fastest way there's probably Caravan and then Divine Intervention. Yeah. If you head to Hal Sadek and then you have Divine Intervention, I think it'll take you there. Yep, there we go. Let's put our Fortified Personality ring back on. We want people to love us. Welcome to the chapel, Outlander. Are you in need of healing? Perhaps a few spells? We should... Do we have Divine Intervention? Do we not have Divine Intervention? We might not. Yeah, let's just buy Divine Intervention then so we don't have to wear a stupid ring. Yes, my friend is having trouble understanding this phrase. Weaving a pathway to redemption through sin. That sounds like something sailors would say before they get into trouble on shore leave. But now that I think about it, that sounds vaguely like Ayleid revivalist talk. I met one of those revivalists in the Bazaar of the Abyssinian. She was an Altmer enchanter named Arya Dora. I think Umbacano from Oblivion would be considered one of these. A revivalist. Okay, so we need to head to the Bazaar, which we all know where it is by now, because it's the coolest place in the whole town. I don't actually see her. Am I missing like a shop? Oh yeah, there she is. How do we get to that shop? Oh, it's down here. Oh, we've never actually been in here. Did not know there was an enchanter in here. Well, what kind of cool things do you have? Aristocrat's Cudgel. Ayleid Sparkblade. That's kind of cool. Ayleid Inscriptions. Ayleid Scroll Case. Okay, so she has a few Ayleid things. I sell scrolls and enchantments for those with the skill to use them. Do you know the art? Tell me about yourself. My name is Arya Doria. I am a student of mysteries and a purveyor of wonders. Can you tell me anything about this perplexing phrase? Ah, do you have an interest in the Ayleids? Yes, certainly, let's talk. Now I could see how that phrase sounds very theological, but I assure you it's actually metaphysical. It began to sound quite normative when it was translated from Old Cyrodiilic, but in the original Ayleid Dune, it has no such connotation. I did not know that is the language of the Ayleids. Kind of cool. I've heard from a fellow revivalist that he found a fragment that sounds somewhat like the phrase you mentioned at a place forgotten by the world, east of Garlus Aegea. They named it Lost Stars Hollow. We actually ran into that place last time when we were out exploring. I know exactly where it is. Doesn't happen very often. Let's tell
Hello
Alisa.
there. How are you?
No, we can't actually talk to her about it. Alright, well. I guess we shouldn't have got rid of the inn place. Let's put our walking stick back on. Dang, that's why we were so slow. So I think after we finish the Itinerant Priests, I'm going to head into Garlus Aegea and do the dungeon in there. I think it'll be long enough for a full episode. If it's not, I'll probably find some other random side stuff to do. Or, I don't know. We'll see how long it takes. I doubt it'll take longer than an episode, though. But yeah, I figured that'd be a cool kind of one-off episode, is exploring the massive, massive Ayleid ruin right here. I think it's the biggest in this update out of all the other ones. Okay, I think that's Lost Star Hollow. See, I knew where it was. Ooh, that's cool looking. Is there anything down here? Can we pick these up? No. Can we pick these up? No. Cool, cool. I like the ceiling lights. This is where the Ayleids got their light sources. Oh, look at that. That looks super cool. A note from Uricalimo? Friend, you are too late. Who was it that braved the depths and took the artifact? Sinweaver, laid here for his own. Who was it that was guided by the gods to this place? Who was it that saw the truth and, like it was a beautiful woman, grasped it? Yes, it was I, Uricalimo. Seek me out, friend, and I will share with you a treasure greater than any artifact that could be found here. Seek me out, and I will share with you the truth. He didn't say where he was, though, so... How am I supposed to find you? I think Sinweaver is a weapon in Oblivion that you get from the Fighters Guild. I don't know if it's in Daggerfall or an earlier Elder Scrolls game. Is there anything else here? I don't think so. This place is super, super cool. There's actually a stone up there. Let's grab it. All right, well, let's head through Nepha into the Starlight Sanctum. Maybe he's further in the dungeon? Don't know, actually. I found a pedestal for a weapon named Sinweaver in Lost Stars Hollow. In place of the weapon was a note from a person named Uricalimo, who claims to have taken the missing artifact for their own. This might be the lead Alisa is looking for. Okay, so he's probably not in here. It's probably just more of the dungeon. That's fine. I don't mind doing some Ayleid dungeon exploring. Ooh, especially when you get a bunch of cool Ayleid plates and cups that you can stick in your house. I talked about it a little bit in my Oblivion series, but man, I feel like the Ayleids are one of the most underutilized like concepts in Elder Scrolls. Like, you seriously have one set of quests that deal with them and like their history in the entire freaking game. And I feel like Oblivion has some of the best quests out of all the Elder Scrolls, and that's like all they have for the Ayleids. It's crazy. Crazy how bad it sucks. That's why I was so excited for this update, because I don't know, just anything to shine some more light on Ayleids makes them a lot more interesting. They're definitely one of my favorite, I don't know, elves in Elder Scrolls, because they're kind of so unknown. Okay, so that's a dead end. We don't want to go that way. Maybe there's a Varla stone in here. That'd be cool. We could stick it next to the other ones. I don't know how much longer this goes on. It seems like it goes on pretty far. I guess we'll go this way. These were they, yeah, cages. Freaking Ayleids, man. I feel like that's one reason I really like Elder Scrolls elves, is because, I don't know, most of them aren't very good. You know, they have pretty terrible societies overall. Dunmer have slaves, Ayleids like, I don't know what they're doing in here, torturing people while they eat dinner or something. But just messed up stuff. I like it. Elves should be very alien, I feel like. And I feel like stuff like D&D makes elves very uninteresting. Most of the time. There's gotta be a Varla stone in here, right? They wouldn't make a dungeon this big unless there was something. Okay, so this is the last room, and this is just a dead end. Okay, so yeah, I think that's the whole dungeon. Let's get out of here. Did you ask around about that perplexing phrase yet? Yep. Do you have any leads about what it might mean? I found a note about an artifact named Sinweaver taken by a person named Uricalimo. Oh, by the nine, Uricalimo is the mystic who deceived me. I've spent so long looking to others for guidance. First my mentor, then Uricalimo. I am butchering that name every time. I let myself believe that they all had the answers because I was too afraid to go looking for them on my own. But no one else can lead me on this path. Maybe that's what my mentor meant all along. I need to be the one to weave that pathway, however uncertain it may seem. I trusted him because I didn't trust myself. I made that mistake, but I can't let my shame hold me back anymore. I need you to help me confront Uricalimo before he can take advantage of anyone else. I've heard from someone staying at the inn that a person matching his description passed him on the road from Archod. Try looking for him there first. Okay, so we need to head to Archod, which I think you can get to by boat, because it's like right on the coast. I think that's what we did last time. From you, right? Yep. All right, sweet. We can't ask him about anything, so let's just, I guess, wander around. What's this? A warehouse? Watermill. Cool. Like the little turning grindstone? I don't know what this is called. Wheel?
I'm not busy now. What do you need?
We found him. That was easy. Hey. Ah, behold, a wise one graces my presence, a member of the Itinerant Priests, no less. Your order is known to wander far in search of the divine. But do you truly grasp the depth of the mysteries we face? They preach faith, yes, but faith alone cannot unlock the secrets of the gods. It takes understanding, and that is where you and I are alike. You seek truth, as do I. Stay a moment, and perhaps I can offer you more than just the well-worn teachings of your wandering kin. Stay a while and listen. Tell me about the Itinerant Priests. A noble order, to be sure, wandering the roads, offering comfort and guidance. Admirable, really. But tell me, how much do they truly uncover in their endless travels? Sometimes, friend, the greatest truths are found not in far-off places, but right under our noses. Perhaps there's more to see if you're willing to go beyond the familiar teachings. A blessing, especially from one touched by Zenithar's favor, could open the way to golden truths. Faith? Faith, yes, but faith in whom? The nobles of Anvil, happy to rule from within their palladial manners? The Curia with their endless stifling rules? The city priests who never step a foot beyond their chapel walls? It's easy to place your trust in those who speak from their ivory towers, but they don't know the world as I do. I've seen the truth with my own eyes. Wouldn't you rather trust someone who knows what's certain? So, the righteous have come to cast judgment, have they? But before you brand me as a villain, consider this. The people of Archad want what I offer. They crave the knowledge I bring, the truths they'd never heard from your tired old priests. Look around you. Do you think they'll turn against me so easily? No, they've already seen the light. And they won't appreciate an outsider snuffing it out. I'll leave when the time is right. Until then, why force a confrontation neither of us wants? So obviously I just want to duel him. Let's talk to these people. Uricalimo. Oh, he's different from the rest, that's for sure. I could tell the moment he walked into town that he was trustworthy. Oh yeah. Just listen to the truths he's already shared, and well, he mentioned he could share even more with us if we're willing to offer a little support. That only seems fair. Oh yeah, con man. You want me to take your word over Uricalimo's? Well, you seem pretty trustworthy, but, well, so does he. He's been here, well, not much longer than you, I guess, but still, he's earned our trust, hasn't he? I mean, wait. Why do I trust him? I just met him. Exactly. I can't believe I almost invited him in. I should probably be a bit more cautious going forward. Good, good. Let's turn his followers against him. That's the Itinerant Priest way. I'm taking the day off. Uricalimo says he has ways of telling whether the Strid will run strong this season. He says the flow will be good. I may as well give him some bread right now. There'll be more than enough to go around. He's a liar. He says that if I bring him some bread, he'll be able to tell me if next year's flows will be just as good. Imagine that. 2 years without work. It's almost too good to be true. That really might actually be too good to be true. Wait, do you think he's leading me on? Well, I best get back to work. I guess the season without work really was too good to be true. No sense relying on fortune when honest work will keep the village fed come torrent or trickle.
With pleasure. Please, go ahead.
One more.
I'm all ears.
I don't normally leave the manor, but I'll make an exception to hear what Uricalimo has to say. He told me all about how the nobles in Anvil are getting rich at my expense. The way he tells it, they sound just as bad as the snakes in the swamp. He's offered to let me take him on as an advisor for a small fee to help see through their lies. Oh, I bet. He's lying to you. Uricalimo says I can't trust priests like you, or the nobles scheming in Anvil, or the villagers who are envious of my position as Reeve, or, well, now that I say it out loud, that's a lot of people to be mistrusting. Somehow wandering mystics didn't make that list. These awful swamp vapors must be getting to my head. My close friends and their acquaintances live in Anvil, and they've been nothing but decent to me. Why would I let him make me doubt their intentions?
What's this about?
Alright, well, now everyone hates you.
Please, go ahead.
Unbelievable. You think you've done something noble here. You've just made them doubt me so they'll follow you instead. They're still sheep. They always have been and always will be. Well, fine. You can have this stinking little swamp town. And here, take this cursed thing. It's as dull as the wits of those bumpkins. And he gave us Sinweaver. That's such a cool name for a sword. Two-handed long blade that damages fatigue and does fire damage. Ooh, and that is super, super cool. That's an awesome model. Well, I guess we're going to be using this for a while. I actually think our one-handed sword's better, but we got to go with the unique sword, right? The new sword. All right, let's tell Elisa the good news. Did you manage to confront Uricalimo yet? Please, he can't be left to continue deceiving people. Yep. You did it. A good priest can become wise, but it takes a great priest to make people around them wiser as well. It was good of you to help the people of Archad trust in their own judgment and see through his lies on their own. I only hope that Uricalimo stays gone. Thank you for everything. I don't feel as lost anymore. I think this is what my mentor meant, about finding redemption through our mistakes. Even if I stumble, what matters is that I know I can find my way again. I think that's her last quest, right? Yeah, that is. I think I'm finally ready to complete my own works here in Breener Cross. Perhaps the other local priests may need help. Extend our smiles on them if you could help them even half as much as you've helped me. Okay, so can we advance? Okay, so now we are referred to as a Marabout. It's a weird title. Can we advance again? No. Okay, so who is left? Oh, Garius Cyrodiil? Chapel of the West Wind in Charp. We haven't gotten to him, huh? I'm excited. I've enjoyed a lot of these quests.
Anything I
It's a
can do for
cool
you?
looking temple. Who is that supposed to be? Don't actually know. Hello, Marabout. Have you come for the opportunity to perform more good works? Yes. Kind of want to ask you about the chapel, yes. A wonderful place. It is the main place of worship on the Isle of Stirk and the headquarters of the Cult of the Winds. It has also served as my home and a base of operations for more than a year now. The priests here have treated me well, although I can sense that Hackett is growing a bit tired of me staying here. What can I say? I'm not as young as I once was, and this place is perfect for an old man to settle down. Cult of the Winds. Depending on who you ask, the cult is dedicated to either the Raga bird goddess Tava, which I assume is Redguard, or the Cyrodiilic wind goddess Kinnereth. Surprisingly, the two communities have managed to peacefully coexist. In the year that I have been here, I have not seen a single conflict between them. Many people across the Empire could learn from their example. Alright, well, do you have any works for me? If you want to start helping the faithful of Stirk, it makes the most sense to start right here in the Chapel of the West Wind. That's why I'm here after all. More than that, your timing is perfect. There's a great opportunity to assist the cult residing here. Yes, the Cult of the Winds. Hackett, a prominent member here in the Chapel of the West Wind, recently mentioned that she needed some help with tracking down a missing fisherman. That's too much for my old bones, but I'm sure you can handle some walking and swimming. Go and assist Hackett, Marabout. She should be able to provide you with more information. Welcome to the Chapel of the West Wind. Have you come to pray, or are you interested in learning more about Tava? Yeah, kinda. Tava is the steward of the Raga wind spirits. When Yokuda sank beneath the waves, she took pity on the remaining survivors and sent 1,000 brightly colored birds to guide them to their new homeland. These days, Tava is taken to be the western counterpart to Kinnereth, but it is still customary among Redguard sailors to invoke her for good winds and safe passage at sea. What's a Raga? Raga are the superior spirits living within and among men, and are the main subject of devotion among rural Redguards. Typically referred to as minor gods or simply spirits, in Eastern parlance, Raga are thought to influence the significant thoughts and deeds of the Redguards, and act in mundane or symbolic ways to ensure their continued survival. This is all really cool. So how can I assist you? Did that old man Garius Cyrodiil send you? Are you also a member of the Itinerant Priests? If so, I do have some work for you. It's very important. I need you to find Santarl Osi. Santarl is an old fisherman who lives on the northernmost of the White Reef Isles, just east of Stirk Isle. He used to travel to Charok every few weeks to get supplies, but he stopped visiting us lately. I feel it's our duty to make sure he's alright. The problem is that all cult members are swarmed with work in the chapel, and Garius refuses to go, what with his advanced age. If you could go and check on Santarl, it'd be more than I've seen Garius do in all the time I've been here. Okay, so you said he was on the northernmost of the White Reef Isles. So it says this is White Reef, so it's this? Alright, I guess we're making the long trek. At least we have our walking stick with us. Yeah, it is kind of interesting how much over water travel you do in this update. Definitely would be fun to have a boat mod. I couldn't find any that really worked for OpenMW that weren't super janky and like pretty much, in my opinion, unusable. No offense to those mod authors, just not for me. Regular Morrowind has some pretty good ones. I just can't run them on the current setup I have. So we gotta, leapfrog our way there. It's fine though. It's still pretty to walk across the ocean and see underwater, see what's going on down there. See all the freaking Drew and mermaids that will murder you. This is actually pretty close to the Voiceless Harmony huge Drew hive that we went through. Okay, so is this like considered the same set of White Reef Islands? Is this just something else entirely? Let's try out our new sword, Sinweaver. It's pretty good at killing mud crabs. Maybe we went too far. Maybe that's his house over there. Starfish. Let's get some starfish. Why not? I kind of want this house. This is a cool little spot. Hey. By the divines, finally someone came to relieve me of my pain. It's the fish. It's all the fish. But Jodim is not just any fish. Oh no, this sturgeon has been sent from Sep himself to punish me. For what crimes I do not know, but it is a fate worse than death. It traps me here, prevents me from leaving. No leaving means no fresh water. No fresh water means my life will end soon. Find it near my house. Kill it. Save me. Jodim, huh? Oh, is that him? I think that's him. Jodim the Sturgeon. He's got some sturgeon meat and sturgeon roe. Guess I don't know my fish parts very well. What the heck is roe? Alright, well, he's dead. That was easy. You've killed the beast. You really have. You are truly a great fisherman. If killing a fish with a sword, a spell, or a fist can be called fishing, that is. Speaking of fishing, have some of my recent catches as compensation, and don't you dare say no. You just saved me from certain death, and I have to repay you for it somehow. Find me? Who wants to find me? Hackett? Why hasn't she come here earlier then? Never mind. You can tell her that I am fine now. With Jodim dead, there's nothing preventing me from sailing to Sturk. I will probably do just that, but later. Maybe when the cramp in my hands goes away. Oh, and thank you again. Go in your house? Can I live here? I kind of want this house. He's
So what's this about?
Think Tava, the old man is alive, and it seems that I can expect a visit soon, now that you have dealt with the creature that was keeping him stuck on his island. I guess you itinerant priests are not all as bad as I thought. The Cult of Winds thanks you, Outlander. Take these potions as a modest reward for helping us. I have not seen Hackett this joyful in a long time, and I believe I have you to thank for that. You did well, Marabout. Now, would you be interested in performing some more? Yep. I reckon a noble Marabout like you can offer some help to a local charitable organization. You should pay a visit to the Sailor's Home dedicated to Saint Naharine, which is located right here in Chark. The home is to the south of this chapel, and it is run by the Order of Saint Naharine. They have a very honorable cause to provide all sailors with a place for a quiet retirement. The living conditions that they offer are of a very high standard. It's a true shame that I'm not a sailor. Otherwise, in a few years' time, you might have found me spending my days there. Anyway, you should visit them and offer the caretakers your help on behalf of the Order of the Itinerant Priests. Just south of Chapel. Surely we can find it in one go. I think it's this? Yes. Don't worry, I'm here to help. Psst, you aren't one of the workers, are you? You have to get me out of here. This place is a prison. No, we're not worried. We're not dealing with that.
Ah, welcome.
Hello,
What
I
may
don't
I
think
do
I've
for
seen you in Chark before. If you need help finding services, let me know. I'm here to help. It's so nice to have an itinerant priest grace our humble sailor's home with his presence. I presume Garius directed you here. If so, please give my warmest regards to the old man and I have just the perfect task for you. You see, I need you to collect a donation. Our home here relies on them as the only source of money needed for its continuous survival. Thankfully, we are in the middle of the Abyssinian Sea, and local captains consider it virtuous to spend their hard-earned money on charitable endeavors. What I need you to do is go to Anvil, visit one of those captains, Urri the Red and ask her for a donation. 1,500 should be about enough. I have never personally met her, but I've heard the tales. She was a pirate once, so you don't have to worry. She is legitimate now, a captain in service to the Kingdom of Anvil. She lives in the Seastone House between Anvil's Marina and the Port Quarter, near the shrine to Saint Bendu. Is this guy like actually imprisoned here? Should I be worried? Should we not be helping these people? Whatever. It's fine. Let's head to Anvil and find the Seastone House. Okay, it's actually pretty close to our house. Yep. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Hey, it's like the sturgeon we just killed. I wish we could have hung that in our house.
Can I help you
Jennifer,
out? Do you need something?
You offered training, and you can't train me in anything. Dang. Got a nice little house. I say little, it's probably bigger than our house. That's something I was like honestly considering, is we could just move into the Shore King Harrius Themistral's house, because everyone in there is dead, and it was way bigger than our Goldenrod house, but it's too late now. Where is she? She's not even in here. Urri the Red? I remember Master Urri mentioning something about a sailor's home. Yes, this does sound like something that she would be interested. Go ahead, I've unlocked the door to her office. Okay. I guess this is her office? Yes. Ooh, she's a Nord. I guess that makes sense. You're not wearing any shoes. I like your Drew helmet. The winds blow all kinds of people through Anvil. Yes, they do. Let's get her to like us. I'm here to collect a donation. Did the Sailor's Home and Charok finally send someone? Let me guess, you want me to give you a donation. Let me think about it. Alright, I can do that, but on one condition, you have to help my crew out first. Anyone in this house can tell you that Urri the Red takes good care of the members of her loyal crew. This is why it saddens me so much that one of my former crewmates is spending her last years drowning her memories in cheap booze over at the All Flags Inn. I think she deserves to be treated like a queen, and you and I know a place that can provide such treatment. Her name is Idvir. Take her to the Sailor's Home in Charok, and in return, I will make sure to donate generously and regularly. Alright, let's head to the All Flags Inn, which is this one.
I've got a few minutes if you need something, friend.
No, who cares about your
I've heard a
well-being? We're
lot
looking
about
for a
you,
very
Outlander. Go
specific
ahead.
person.
Let's hear it.
A lot of people in here.
Greetings.
Today is your
Idvir,
lucky
I'm
day.
fine, thank you. What can I do for you?
Let's hear it.
Help my crew out. Urri the Red sent you my way. It took her long enough. I was starting to think she'd toss me aside like some worn-out blade. The things we've been through together, Valdryn says, oh, you wouldn't believe. And this Sailor's Home does seem like the final goodbye from her that I've always deserved. Let us travel together there. Great. The sooner we get to the Sailor's Home, the sooner I can finally rest. I wonder if they give out free liquor to their patrons. So, I'm gonna be a little cheaty here. Actually, yeah, follow me. We're gonna be a little cheaty here. And
I see
teleport.
there's quite a bit of trouble around.
There we go. Nice and easy. I don't mind necessarily doing that because we've been back and forth between these places like 100 times, so it just saves me some editing. Who is that with you, Outlander? This is a former crewmate of Urri the Red. She refused to provide a donation unless I found a place for Idvir here. She said, what? And you didn't think to consult with me before bringing her here? You know, so that I could check whether we even have rooms to settle a new person in? Ah, whatever. Go back to Anvil and don't return unless you have Urri's donation with you. Oops. Oopsie daisy.
Yes?
It pleases me that Idvir will have some comfort in her final days. She deserves this. Now, let's talk about my end of the bargain. Are you ready to collect a donation? You did what I asked of you, so I see no need to delay this any further. Here, take this to the caretakers and tell them that as long as they watch over my crew members, they can expect the gold to flow. Okay. Hopefully that's good enough. Do you have the 1,500 gold from Urri? Splendid, this is truly wonderful. Like Saint Naureen cares for the waters, so will her order take care of the old and poor. Let me give her blessing to you, Outlander. Thank you. What does that do? Reflect.
You seem
Alright.
like very good.
Wonder how long that lasts? Thanks to you, Marabout, the Order of Saint Naharine can continue to provide their services to the elderly in need. I salute you as both one myself and as an elder of the Order of Itinerant Priests. Great job. Now how about performing some more works? Gosh dang, old man. Marabout, you have to assist the local cult again. I think they were very impressed with your handling of Hackett's problem. I was told you should speak to the head priest directly this time. The name of the head priest is Tynol Valian. A good man. He hasn't told me what the task exactly is, but I'm sure that it is important and that you will perform it admirably. You can find him in his office downstairs in the chapel's basement. Good luck. Oh no.
Oh, it's you. Can I help you?
I don't think we've been introduced. I'm Tynol Valian. How can I help you? I'm here to help. An itinerant priest. I do have some tasks to delegate. You see, I am a priest of Kinnereth, but many of my faithful do not see me as such. To the Red Guards of the Abyssinian, I am Tynul Valian, a priest of Tava. I try to serve all faithful with honor and pride, organizing religious life and helping the people of Stirk with their matters, spiritual or otherwise. But the Cult of the Winds has another important mission, and that is collecting divine favors. That is what I need your help with. It's not an easy task, but one we do nonetheless. Kinnereth sometimes graces us with her blessings in the form of physical objects. They come in various shapes and forms, but we strive to collect them so that everyone can experience the touch of the holy wind. We also put out a call to the faithful to look for such sacred objects, and recently we received an answer. Go to Anvil and talk to Sina at the White Scarab Company Hall in the Port Quarter. Ask her what she saw and bring the artifact back here. Okay.
I'd be happy
I can do
to
that.
help.
Alright, so the White Scarab Company, I believe, is like right on the docks next to the ships. Right. It's this one. Yes. And we need to find Sina. Sina? Actually, don't see her in here. You should talk to Mendane Lucurius. He's the one in charge here. That is a crazy, crazy name. Guess it's you, huh? You have the same face as the priest. Sina works for the White Scarab Company, yes. She's a sailor, though, so you won't be able to find her in the warehouse. You can try checking the company's lodging over in Little Arenthia District. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, this one. Oh, there you are.
Can I help you out?
That's
Do you
a
need
pretty cool
something?
outfit. Welcome to Anvil, Outlander. Here for the sunshine. I can point you towards services. No. I'm here to collect divine favors. Oh, did the Cult of the Winds actually read my letters? And they sent someone. That's great. So you see, I'm a sailor, and I saw a shipwreck on a recent voyage from Stros Mackay. I know what you're going to say. What's so special about any old ship? But this one is very special. It's the oldest shipwreck I've ever seen, and I've seen many. It's of Redguard design, too. Tava is the patron of sailors, isn't she? Please, you've got to check it out. It's north of Stirk, right next to that Drew monstrosity. Oh no. Oh, you won't miss it. It's so large that you can see it from above the water. The bastards usually don't settle that close to land, but these ones made their lair right by those two small islands northwest of Stirk. If you find the Drew Hive, you'll certainly find the ancient ship. No, not more Drew. Okay, so let's head to the absolute north of the isle and just go from there. Let's put on our freaking walking stick. What am I doing? That's why we're so slow. It's gotta be like somewhere north, right? If it's not here, I guess we'll just go a little bit further and hope something pops in on us. Because you can go pretty far north into the sea here. I do see some Drew down there, so... Is that the hive? Or the, like, little thing they built? It must be. Yes, Drowned Pit. Okay. So the shipwreck's gotta be around here. Is it that one? Maybe. Okay, so it has to be this one. I don't see any other shipwrecks. I'm just waiting for our water walking to wear off. All right, there we go. Let's check it out. There's lots of mermaids. Ooh, they're actually dealing a lot of damage. is that all of them? I think so. We'll grab their hair because you can make swift swim potions from it. Here's someone else. Oh, we're drowning. Let's put our walking stick back on. Sounds like there's something else after me, but I can't find it, so we'll go in here. This is the Oleta. Angelfish, sure. Red Guard Lamellar helmet. We'll take that. Sounds sick. Let's put it on right now, see what it looks like. Nope, it's broken. Let's fix it up then. There you go. Doesn't really match the rest of our outfit, but we'll go with it for now. Verkathi Cutlass, Redguard Steel, Alakir War Axe. We'll be taking all of those. Ooh, a Cuirass too. Maybe we can get a set of it. Naman's Memory Stone. That sounds important. Okay, I think that's everything here. And our journal updated. I found a memory stone in the shipwreck named the Oleta, likely the artifact that Tynul is looking for. Perfect. I don't think there's anything else. Yep, that's the whole thing. All right, let's get out of here. Do you have an artifact for me? Yes. This is a memory stone, Outlander. Let me take a look at the information it contains. He takes the stone and stands still for a moment. Blessed Kinnereth, I thank you for guiding your humble servant to this ancient relic. I cannot believe it. This memory stone dates back to the legendary sack of Thras. On behalf of the Cult of the Winds, I thank you for your services. I wish we could ask him about the legendary sack of Thras. I've never heard of that. All right, well, sounds like we helped him, so job done. A non-member of the cult collecting God's favor. In all of the time I have spent here, I have not seen it done once, and you've done it, Marabout. You should be proud of yourself and of your accomplishments. You have performed great works in Charok under my guidance, and I believe the time has come to give you the last one. I'm an old man, Marabout. I've lived a long and very eventful life. Unlike most men, my life is not riddled with regrets and missed opportunities, but something has been plaguing me for a long time. I never told anyone about this. To be honest, I am not entirely sure why I'm telling you now. Perhaps I'm fated to die soon, and the divines want me to cleanse my heart. Listen to the story of a broken shrine and help me find my peace. I was just a young boy. I just joined the temple and spent most of my time polishing the shrines as young initiates do. Not me. One day, I accidentally knocked one over. I thought I'd surely be expelled if I told the truth. My life would be ruined, so I lied, told everyone that it was stolen and hid it in a cave. That's where it still is. People of Halsadek found it and now worship it, thinking it came from the divines. Please, before I pass on, go there and relight the candles one last time on my behalf. I can do that for you, old man. I can do that. But first, let's check out our Redguard weapons. That's a very strange looking axe. And we also got a steel longsword. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And a cutlass. Also pretty cool. We're going to roll a Sinweaver because it looks badass, but you know, I like to see my options. We'll probably hang those up in our house. All right, let's head to Halsadek. To be honest, I'm surprised that people from outside our village even know of that place. Of course, I can give you directions if you want to pay a visit. You should follow the road east out of town until you reach the brick bridge across the Nahareen River. Do not cross it, but instead turn south and continue following the river until you reach a waterfall. The grotto is hidden beneath it. I'm not going to remember any of that. Hopefully I can find it. Oh wait, is this where we helped rebuild the bridge? Or like we were supposed to? I guess it never got rebuilt, huh? Head south. Don't cross it. And there's a waterfall. We actually went in there before. We discovered this place by mistake, and I had no idea what was going on here, but I think we just figured it out. Yes. Or like the little monkey things in here. Everything has a purpose. Broken shrine. Thank you for paying a visit to the Broken Shrine, Pilgrim. It has been a long, long time since a non-local came to illuminate this forgotten corner of the Strident Coast. You honor us by making this pilgrimage, and to me, that's deserving of a blessing. Tell me about the Broken Shrine. It's been there for ages. Some say that it was brought here by a young priest in an act of shame. No, that's what it was. They say that he spent all of his life thinking back to that decision, and that he will return to the grotto in the twilight of his life to pay his final respects. What can I say? It's an interesting legend. Whether it's true or not, that's what the people around here believe.
How can I help you?
It's true. He did it. All right. Let's
You seem like
tell
very
him the good
company.
news. It is done then. With you accomplishing this task, I feel as though my life is finally complete. This burden that has been there for all these years, taken away with a light stroke of the hand. I did not think the change would feel so sudden. So profound. I cannot thank you enough, Marabout, you and whatever divine entity guided you on your journey. That's his last one, right? Yeah. Can we advance? Wayfarer. The works you've done are unparalleled, and the members know of your reputation for virtue and wisdom. Truly, you are a wayfarer, if ever there was one. Is that the highest you can go? I think so, yeah. There you go. That is the end of the Itinerant Priests. So, of course, this seems like a pretty good place to end it. The ending of the Itinerant Priest, like I said, it's not, the Grand Kingdom of Anvil faction quest line. You're just an order of people who go around doing good works. So, if you're hoping for some grand finale with a huge boss fight and everything, not really the guild for it. We did get a super, super cool sword, though. I think it's my favorite one we've gotten so far. If you've made it this far and you've enjoyed this series, please consider subscribing and liking the video if you have not already, as it helps promote this kind of content to more people. Anyways, thank you for watching, and peace out.